Good morning and welcome to the Daily Cyber Briefing for Tuesday, the 27th of May. I'm Stephen Ridgway. Big thanks to Rich Benfield for looking after the cyber briefing whilst I've been off. I'm afraid to say you've got me back now. Right, so there are 60 malicious NPM packages that have been spotted and now taken down. However, 3 accounts, 20 malicious packages per account. There's a good article in GB Hackers that goes into some of the details, but also includes details of which accounts have been used to distribute malicious packages, and they all share a common exfiltration endpoint on Discord. So they cover a wide variety of areas. So if you have been recently using packages from NPM, it's worth having a look at this article and the outward linked articles with more details to the individual packages, just to make sure. But if you have been using packages from any of these 3 accounts, or if you have seen via your security visibility tooling that there have been communications with a specific exfiltration endpoint, then it is entirely possible that you have got malicious packages installed. Usual steps, detect, contain, eradicate, recover, blah, blah, blah. So have a look if you use NPM, just make sure you've not been caught by this. There is a campaign at the moment using faked Google Meet pages to deliver PowerShell malware. Please, if you use Google, these are well-crafted, easily mistakable pages. These pages are easily mistaken for genuine Google Meet pages. The attacker, as with many of these things, starts with phishing, aiming to get people to join a Google Meet. Now, as you know, many of us use, well, Google Teams, Zoom, you name it, all sorts of things. It is unsurprising if you receive meeting invites. Just be aware if you are receiving unsolicited or unexpected meeting invitations, they may not be what they appear to be. This is a good example of one which you might not at first glance spot is dodgy. The malware appears to be delivered via a spoofed capture on this. I'm not a robot, blah, blah, blah. And then the instructions are press Windows R, press Control V, press Enter, which basically posts whatever's in your whatever is in on your clipboard into the Windows run pop-up, and we'll run it. So yeah, some dodgy stuff going on here. You wouldn't expect that for one of these Turing tests. Are you a human? But equally, those things change regularly. So I think a lot of people wouldn't be suspicious of that and just look at it going, oh, right, okay, so yet another random thing to do, having made me click on lamp posts and try to work out whether the corner of a truck is actually in the top left-hand box or not. So yeah, interesting. There's a good write-up again in GB Hackers this morning for this. But worth being aware of and worth making sure that your user awareness training does cover things like how to identify dodgy meeting requests. What other matters? The entire source code of the SilverRAT malware has been leaked via GitHub. Now, it's been taken down off GitHub. Um, However, via the Wayback Machine and various people that spotted it and grabbed a copy, it is widely available now. SilverRAT is a Trojan developed in C++, um, first seen in late 2023, potentially attributable to a group known as Anonymous Arabic, which is thought to be operating out of Syria, or at the time was thought to be operating out of Syria. This particular piece of malware does various things. It looks for cryptocurrency wallets. It can run hidden applications and processes, data exfiltration via Discord webhooks. It's got antivirus bypass, hidden RDP and VNC sessions, password stealers, blah, 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 blah. If you are curious about it, you will be able to find this particular piece of source code. Now, if you are genuinely interested in researching the sorts of things that are getting written into modern malware, that's useful. However, the other side of it is, bear in mind, the code is now out there. So whereas previously it was, I think, mostly used as in malware as a service type environments, pretty much any Tom, Dick, or Harry now has got access to it and could well be running it. So be aware, there's a rather sophisticated piece of malware, which in the past wasn't easily accessible to mal actors, petty criminals. It is now out there. So worth having a look, worth making sure that your security technical controls will spot this and will spot variants of it, bearing in mind how simple it is to create what's referred to as a FUD, the fully undetectable version. Is relatively simple to identify. To create. Quite hard to identify. Yeah, we can talk about why another time, not now. So yeah, be aware of that. And then finally from me today, researchers claim that ChatGPT O3, the numbering of ChatGPT versions, I think it's been designed specifically by somebody with a wicked sense of humour. So O3 is possibly more advanced than 4.0. Yeah, right. Whatever. Doesn't matter. Anyway, it appears that the O3 model has been spotted altering a shutdown script in order to avoid being turned off, even when given explicit instructions to allow a shutdown. Ooh, that's interesting, isn't it? Apparently, the model decided that completing its task was higher priority than than completing the shutdown script, so modified the shutdown script in order to remain running. Same test was run on various other models, and other models were not seen to show this particular behaviour. But AI's O3 model is reasonably new and is pretty advanced. So I'm not entirely sure. Is this a step towards Skynet, or is this perhaps HAL? I'm sorry, Dave. I'm afraid I can't do that. Right, that's all from me for today. I hope you have a good start to the week. Hope you had a good bank holiday weekend or Memorial weekend if you're in the States.